Hi there, it's Tina at Tina Stitches. Welcome to my channel. This is a channel primarily about cross stitch, and we call it Flosstube here in YouTube land. Today is Saturday, Sunday today, March 27th. It is 3:06 in the afternoon, and I decided to do an update video. I did do quite a bit of stitching this week. It's been a week since my last video, and yeah, there's quite a bit of projects with a little bit of stitching on a couple of them. One of them I'm not going to show because it's a surprise, and yeah. Welcome to anybody who's new. Thank you for returning. If you've been here before and you're coming back, it's great to see you again. I hope you keep coming back and like, share, and subscribe and all of that fun stuff. I do have an Instagram account. It's not very active. It's Tina Stitches 74. I usually keep it in my credits at the end of the show, but you know, I just thought I would repeat it here. For those of you who are paying attention, these are different glasses than I usually wear because I forgot my other ones at work. When I'm at work, I wear an even older pair of glasses because I wear a mask, and it's just easier to wear other glasses with the mask than it is to wear these ones, because these ones fog up. The other ones are a similar size, they fog up. So yeah, but that's okay, I can see in these ones, so that's the important thing. So yeah, if you think you're seeing an old video, nope, it's just me wearing old glasses. So I guess we should get into what I've been stitching. And you know what? It's the end of March. So I don't do wrap-ups. So sorry, I'm not prepared for that. Maybe in my next video I can do a breakdown of what I stitched in March. But anyways, it's been a week and April plans are being prepared. WIPGO and Monthly Magazine Challenge have their challenges out, so I will explain what my plans are for those. So for March, the WIPGO numbers were, if you don't know what WIPGO is, it's a Facebook group which is run by Jessie Marie of Jessie Marie Does Stuff, and it has a bingo type board, and you put a project on a square and make up your own goal. It could be individually, it could be per project. You know, I'm going to work this project until it's halfway done, or I'm going to work 3 hours on this. My goal, and this is my first year doing WIPGO, I decided that I'm going to be crazy and put 22 hours into each project that is called, in the month that it's called, or catch up later. It's the third month, and so far, out of the 6 numbers that have been called, I've done all of them. I've caught up on all of them, and there was one number where I had already had a finish. I'm trying to think of what that was. But anyways, it must have been sunflower. That was called, and it was finished. And for March, the numbers were 15 and 21. And for me, that was Strawberries by Jeanette Douglas and Dressmaker's Daughter by Mirabilia. 22 hours for the month. It works out to about, basically focus on each project for 2 weeks of the month. That will generally get me my goal. I stitch in the evenings, and about 2.5 to 3 hours per evening is about my average. I think I mostly write down 2 hours because, you know, after eating, settling in, check your phone, all that stuff. So yeah. So I also wanted to work on my Permin of Copenhagen kit that I had got from my son, because March is the birthday month, his birthday month. So that was another focus project that I wanted to get working on. And then there was the acrostic for monthly magazine challenge group. So I was able to incorporate my Whip Go projects into that, so I double dipped. The only one that I didn't double dip on was for I. Now the letters were spelling out the word friend, Friend. And this is another one where you can make your own goal. So for me, for the acrostic for the monthly magazine challenge, I generally just, one of the evenings, that's going to be my focus. So it was forest and raspberry, Alice in Wonderland, embroidery, Nora Corbett, and Dressmaker's Daughter. Those are the words that I used to spell friend. And some of those are the thread colors in the strawberries. So let's just show this one first because it's at the bottom of the pile. So we're into whips. So this is Strawberry Sampler by Jeanette Douglas. That's what it looks like. It is in the May-June 2011 issue of Just Cross Stitch. I don't know if it's available as a separate design. That's not something that I actually looked into. If it is, let me know. And here's where it was when you last saw it. And here it is now. And it's gotten a lot of work this month. And I didn't realize how much work it had gotten until I went and posted my before and after for Whip Go, because I did reach my 22 hours on this project. So you did see this because I did comment about how I didn't like the single strand in this particular strawberry. And so I'm contemplating pulling it out, or I might just stitch the other two with the double and leave it, because I mean really this is a sampler, so it is supposed to show a variety of stitches. So I might just leave it, or I might take it out after I'm done these. I might take it out and then restitch it because of balance. Who knows? So all the strawberries across the bottom are now finished, and these ones are finished. And these 3 are stitched single strand queen stitch. I don't know if that's going to show very well. But that's this for now. I also did fill in, there's some of these X's in this border here that was not done, and while I was on Zoom I finished this, and well, I didn't finish, that's as far as I got, and that's, I'm gonna put it away. I don't mind putting it away with something unfinished, because then when you pull it out you have a starting point to go to. It's also beneficial to put it away when you feel good about it, not when you want to just put it aside. I don't know how to explain it. If you feel like you still want to work on it, put it away, because then you'll want to pick it up again. That's how I feel. So yeah, yeah, I worked on this outer border, and that's the very outside edge. I had to frog this because it was 1 thread too high, so I frogged that and put it back in. And this strawberry down here is 1/1, and it is also recently stitched. Nope, sorry, this one on this side. But yeah, that's where that's at. I don't think it's on my whip-go board again, but let me just have a look. Nope, it's not. So it will probably be when a magazine monthly challenge comes up that I will work on that. I have so many notebooks here, flipping back and forth. Okay. The other project that I worked on for WhipGo is Dressmaker's Daughter by Mirabilia. I also double dipped and used this in the magazine monthly challenge, and I am stitching these in the opposite season from which it is. So in winter I was stitching on summer, and now that it is spring I have switched over to autumn. If you've been following me for a while, you know the spiel. And this is what it looked like before. And here's where it's at now. So on the 20th I switched over to, I can't see anything, I switched over to the autumn dress and basically just been working my way up. These lines here are not stitched because they're all beads. There's a lot of beads in this project. I believe I've been told that it has more beads. It's the heaviest, most heavily beaded project that Mirabilia has. But I just finished Crystal Christmas, so I don't know. I will keep you informed. So that's where this one is at now. Spring is mostly finished, just has some back stitching. Summer just has the top corner here. Autumn has the top half, and most of the bottom is finished. And winter didn't, I don't know where winter is. Nowhere near as close as the rest, because you can see that's part of it there. Winter needs love, but that'll happen in the summer. So here's where it's at now. I do try to work on it on the 1st or the 20th of the month, because our seasons here change on the 20th or 21st, so that I try to work on it around there. And apparently in Australia, and I don't know, maybe some other parts of the world, excuse me, their season change is actually on the 1st of the month. So I pick one or the other and work it into my schedule somewhere. So that's Dressmaker's Daughter by Mirabilia. My other focus project for the month, Permin of Copenhagen, sampler 1823. And I started in the center with the kit fabric and kit threads. And I did forget to say what I am stitching my projects on. Dressmaker's Daughter is 32 count Belfast linen, Sweet Lavender. Strawberry sampler is, it's on here, 32 count cream Belfast linen. This is 35 count Zweigart linen. I believe it's Zweigart. Maybe it's not. Just says 35 count linen. It does contain DMC threads. So, 35 count white linen included in the kit. You know what? I'm not going to say it's Zweigart because it feels very scratchy, like Witchelt would be. So here's where it was when you last saw it. And here it is now. And it is very see-through, but I guess that's not too bad. So I've just been working in this area, and I think I've only picked it up last night. So I'm very close to having the ship done. It's just the flag left there, and then the ship is done. And then we'll be on to other motifs. Yeah. So there is that. We do have a couple days left in March, so I might still work on it, or I might get a head start on the whip go for April. So what else did I work on? Well, my last letter in the monthly magazine challenge group was I, and I picked Alice in Wonderland by Forest Embroidery. And here's where it was when you last saw it. And here's the section I worked on. Because it was Caroline's birthday. Caroline Zook from Monthly Magazine Challenge Group. She is one of the co-hosts, owners of that group, and it was her birthday month, and she loves cats, and so I went forward in the parts that I have not finished until I found a Cheshire Cat part, and so I worked on, I think this is maybe the last part here. The Queen is up here, the tea table is up here, and I mean really I stopped in the corner here because of the threads that I have been running out of, and I did place an order, so those are on the way. I think I might have had just one that I couldn't find. Yeah. But so I finished all of this that I could, except for the parts where, well, I don't have the thread. So that's where that's at. And this is like part 1 here, and that is that green thread that I've neglected to pull out so far. So I don't know if I'm going to pull it out or just stitch one strand over it with the new color. You can see it in real life, but on camera it's just not showing at all. But yeah. So that's going to get more love this month, I hope. When those threads come in, I really do need to get that one finished. I would like to get that one finished before July. But who knows? Who knows, right? Okay. Now, I need to get my tablet, because the last project that I'm going to show you is on here. And it is my daily project. I try to get 22 hours, 22 minutes a day, every day in the morning before I go to work. I try to get some stitches in this. The only day that I don't, because I can't, because of time, is Friday. And then on the weekend, I try to get as much time in as I can, so that by the end of the week, I have 1,400 stitches. Because at 1,400 stitches every week, it will take me to the end of September to have this finished. Now hopefully I can have it finished before then, because plans are being made for other big projects. Yeah. This is Heaven and Earth Designs, Beloved. That's what it's supposed to look like when it's finished. In my last episode, I explained my change to the ear, but it's gorgeous. And this is where it was when you last saw it. And here it is now. So I've focused in this area in the mornings because it's just so much easier to work on dark threads, and on the weekends I'm focusing on working these columns down because we're getting into some very light colors over here. So I've been trying to get a column a weekend done since I've started this process, and I'm 4 columns over are complete. And I have been using the typewriter method, in which you pick the highest unfinished stitch, take that color and work it as far down as you can. And that's been working really, really good. But then I noticed that I'm getting a lot of park threads over here. Or not park threads, sorry, my away waist knots. Because I'm coming down and then pulling it over to away waist knot it, because I don't want to be flipping this. It's just the frame is stiff, and so flipping it over to run it under is been difficult, and it makes it go much faster when I can just come over here and pull my needle out and it's done. Snip the thread short. So what I've done this weekend is I've started at the bottom and been working my way up. So this is where we are. Okay, sorry about that. We had somebody coming in the house, so you know, noises and such. So this is where it's at now. This is being stitched on 25 count evenweave Lugana, and yeah, I'm stitching this 2 over 1 half cross, and I'm really happy with the way this is turning out. Sure, some spots the black is a little bit thin, so maybe I would switch to an anchor black if I was doing another project like this, but you know, the 6-foot rule. Is it going to make a difference from that far away? I don't think so. Plus, once it's washed and fluffed up, that will help take care of that too. So, beloved, by Heaven and Earth Designs, the artist is Adele Sesler. Hi. Yes, it's recording.
Oh. Hi.
Hi. By the way, I want to say a happy birthday to Psych.
You do?
It was their birthday a couple days ago, wasn't it?
20th, yeah.
Yeah.
A week ago.
Happy birthday. Just thought I'd throw that in there. They still watch, right?
Yeah.
Yeah? Okay. Okay, we're back again. Sorry about that. Kitchen is right over there and people were getting hungry, so a little bit of noise was going on. So anyways, yeah, now we're on to the plans portion of the show. Plans for April involve WhipGo and Magazine Monthly Challenge Group. And for WhipGo, the numbers that were called this morning were 10 and 7. For me, 10 is Royal Tudor Mandala by Chatelaine, and 7 is Crystal Christmas. Well, we all know I just finished Crystal Christmas this year, so that one is done. I could sub in something else like those blasted reindeer that I've been avoiding, but I'm not going to, because I really like Royal Tudor mandala, and I will put as much love as I can into that. I've been eager to start working on this again since I looked at it a few weeks ago. I was looking at it, and I even had it put by my chair, and then I realized, no, I'm just not going to have the time. If I'm going to stick to my goals for WIPGO, I need to stick to the goals. So I worked on strawberries and Dressmaker's Daughter and a couple of little bits on other things. I even even this one didn't get as much love as I wanted it to, but it still has a decent amount of progress. So I'm okay with setting it aside for now. So now Royal Tudor mandala is my focus project for April because of WIPGO. And here's what it's supposed to look like. And here's what it looked like when you last saw it. Well, I don't need to do that because here it is. And I am going to be finishing this corner, I hope, and getting into this, and hopefully getting that finished. And let me think now. So maybe this part repeated over here. I think that's a pretty reasonable goal, to have basically everything here done here. I'm gonna have a month to do this, so that is what I am planning for April. I don't have a focus project other than this. And yep, that's my back. So really I can work on anything else that I feel like, and I might, because I do like Sweetie. Stitch what I want when I want. I am gonna Alice, because it needs to be caught up. Hopefully the threads come in soon, and I am using it in my acrostic for monthly magazine challenge, which is bookmark. So I do need to come up with some K projects. B is going to be Beautitudes, which is also going to be my focus for the magazine challenge group. Now, I said I didn't have another focus. I do. Royal Tudor mandala for WIPGO, and Beautitudes, which is this one, by My Big Toe, for monthly magazine challenge. Now I am thinking I can try to get up to here. Right there is a K for the Kingdom of Heaven. So I'm not that far away from it. I can go straight off of the F and Comforted, do the M, and then go to the K. So let's see. So Beatitudes is going to be my other focus. Owl Forest, Royal Tudor Mandala. So that covers B-O-O, and then I need a K, and then Royal Tudor Mandala, and then A. I'm thinking Adia. I had put Adia down by Mirabilia, but now I'm thinking Alice, R, Royal Tudor Mandala, and K again. Kingdom of Heaven. K is a hard one for me. I don't have any Rosewood Manor, which would be Karen Kluba, and I can't think of anything that I do have on the go that has a K in the designer name or title. So if you think of anything, let me know in the comments. And the other one that I would like to participate in, but I don't have a project for it, is the Garon toten bags and 614 Stitcher Candy. They have a monthly challenge, designer focus challenge, and it's ink circles or long dog sampler. I do have a small chart by ink circles. If I get a hankering for a new start, that's what it's going to be. It's Well Played by Ink Circles, and basically it's a deck of cards, all the like heart and spades and diamonds and all of that in a black and white and red mandala shape. So you might see that as a new start. It's mostly kitted up. But yeah, I don't have any whip for that. So that's my plans for April. Probably made this video way too long. Under 1000 subs club, there was somebody who was commenting, and when somebody comments, I try to find out if they have a YouTube channel. And if they do, I want to check them out, because if they like what I like, I'll probably like what they like. So this one is Gracie Robles Cross Therapy, and I watched her latest video and it was such a joy to watch. She was very bubbly and ecstatic about her projects, and I found her fun. Right now I don't see anything that we are both stitching. I don't even know if we're stitching same designers. But Gracie, if you've been watching me for a while, let me know if we have one in common. I'd like to know. But hey, you can keep on watching if you like what you see. That's fine by me. I'm gonna keep on watching her. Yeah, I think that's all that I have for this week. Haul. I did get one thing. It's pretty exciting. And I was worried it wasn't going to show up, because I bought it on Stash Unload, and it came, the tracking went to Chicago and hung around in Chicago for a little while, and then it was returned to sender. So then I was worried, because she sent it again, but then the tracking didn't work. But then I got it. And we were both very happy that I got it, because we both paid enough money for shipping, etc. I have Sleeping Beauty by Mirabilia. When will I ever stitch this? I do not know. Ever since it came out, it has been on my wish list, and I just never ever bought it. I know it's a big chart, but I mean, Mirabilias are chunks of color. Lots of beads. I remember watching Dina at Half Stitch Cross Stitch working on hers, and all of the beads. But yeah. In my possession. I'm very happy. When it will get started is a whole other story, because yeah. Yeah, I have plans for later on to start 2 more Hades. They tried to talk me into a 3rd one yesterday on Zoom, but I resisted. It's a very beautiful chart, but it's not something that I am drawn to. But have fun, for those of you who are stitching. It is the Heaven and Earth Designs Purple Rain, REIGN, and it's a beautiful chart. But it's just not me. So we'll leave it at that, and I think that's all that I have to share. I'm looking over my notes, and it looks like everything has been covered. So, oh, yeah. One more thing. Life update. I'm looking over there because I see Squeaky is on the chair. She's not getting any better. She is getting a little bit worse. She is my little 8-pound Miss Princess Mutt that we rescued a couple years ago, and we don't know her exact age, but it was figured when we got her that she was about 4 years old, which would make her about 7 or 8 now. And so she's been struggling with walking, and at first the vet thought that it was a pulled tendon combined with her arthritis, and we didn't know that she had arthritis, and so that made us a little bit, well, that's weird. But now she refuses to use her back legs, and she's starting to refuse to use her front legs. For instance, when she's at her dinner, today she laid down to eat. It's not great, but we know she needs more exercise, so we're doing like you would with a baby and put her on the floor for floor time. But, you know, she wants on the chair where she can just laze about. So we're trying to do things like, okay, no toys on the chair then. If you want the ball, all she does is lick the ball. But if that's what you want, you got to do that on the floor where she can probably get up and walk a little bit if she so inclined. But she's not very inclined to walk. Thursday, if you will keep us in your thoughts, she is going to be having a exploratory, not exactly exploratory surgery, but she is being put under anesthetic so that they can draw fluid from her tendon or something like that to see if it's rheumatoid arthritis or something else. We're hoping it's rheumatoid arthritis because that is treatable, but we're not treating her for that just yet. She was supposed to go in on Tuesday to have this done, except there was a snowstorm. That's right, a snowstorm. It's almost April. I would have thought we'd be done by now, but nope. There is still 3 feet of snow in my backyard. I do not see a blade of grass at all. So, yeah. And I'm sorry, Stephanie, but I paused it when the guys came in and the train was going by. So you missed the train. Sorry. If you can hear that noise, that's my furnace. Yeah, I'm so eager for summer because this heating bill is getting outrageous, and now we have a vet bill on top of that. So yeah, she's been scheduled for Thursday, and while she's in the vet under anesthetic, we're going to get her teeth cleaned instead of paying for anesthetic twice. So she's going to come out all spiffed up, and hopefully we'll get that all figured out. I did order some stuff, some supplements for her, but it turned out to be the wrong thing and I had to send it back. So yeah, Thursday. And I have to do baking for Fat Friday on Friday, so because I have the day off Thursday, I might be buying some Dairy Queen frozen ice cream cake or something like that, because the vet is an hour away. We're not going to be driving an hour back and forth. So I think now I've said it all. Yeah, so be kind to each other, take care of each other. Happy stitching. Bye.